This is a fan-based parody. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Please support the official release. Welcome to Weekend Star Warriors. We are heading for Carrida,
Is that like a burrito?
the Stormtrooper homeworld.
Not every stormtrooper is a bad stormtrooper. A lot of the stormtroopers are quite kind to me.
They're our allies, we just gotta be nice.
Yeah.
Can you handle that? I'm worried.
What is your deal, woman? Yeah,
And
this place is depressing.
Yeah, this is where I grew up.
Why is everything so heavy all the time?
Yeah, Creed has 5 times known gravity.
I can't get up.
Just more depressing, everything about it, you know?
This is a horrible way to live.
just so you know, you don't have any spice at all.
That's what you think.
You guys know that spice isn't allowed here.
Liliana, this place is the worst!
Last time on Weekend Star Warriors. Liliana, Zizix, and Shogo continued their research of the Laughing Lady, and Shogo began tutoring them in the art of lightsaber combat. Sans lightsabers, of course. Maklaw and Ping Pong's investigation of the illicit activities of the bar took a sharp turn as they gave chase to a suspicious character, and Ping Pong swallowed a glowing crystal the character had dropped. The crystal happened to be a shard of Glitterstim, the most dangerous, most rare, and most addictive spice in the galaxy. While the character they had been chasing ingested the remaining spice to become precognitive, Ping Pong, with no tolerance whatsoever, began to suffer extreme hallucinations, which only got worse as a fight broke out between the junkie and Maklaw. Ping Pong managed to run back to the Emerald Estate, where she fell into a coma from the hallucinations, and her friends had to administer immediate first aid to save her life. And now, we rejoin our heroes. You are currently back on Endor, back on your home world. You see many of your friends frolicking around, having fun, playing games of Drop the Sack.
That's my favorite game.
Which is essentially, they take the bags out of their latrines, and one person is designated with a target on the ground and has to run around while everyone else throws it at them.
Oh, drop it like it's hot.
Oh my god!
You have found that the hot ones are more aerodynamic.
Yes. It's definitely more effective in gameplay.
Suddenly you smell something.
Something else.
Yes, you smell fire.
Oh no.
There's a blazing flame.
That's the worst combination, fire and
The entire forest seemingly instantly erupts into flames.
God, this is awful.
All of your friends are dying around you, their fur caught up in fire.
Oh, I was just trying to help. Why am I caught in a nightmare?
Then something rises above the horizon, and the flames start to extinguish from the huge wind that is coming from it. A massive, beyond the size of anything you've ever come in contact with, gray metal sphere that looks like a rotting piece of fruit with half of it torn away and a dimple in the top of it, like an eye, an evil eye. It starts to glow green. Several lines shoot into the center of it, looking straight at you. And then you wake up and scream.
Whoa!
Whoa! I fall off the bed.
It's your friends, you're safe, you're okay. Everything's fine. You're fine.
You're back. Are you back?
I guess so. I just had a dream. I think it was a nightmare. It's been a nightmare ever since I grabbed that thing.
Ugh.
God, what happened to me?
Using my medical prognosis, I think she's gonna make it, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Maklaw.
Hey,
Was it touch and go there for a minute?
it was more go than touch.
Well, maybe a bit of both.
Uh,
I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Me neither.
Scary.
You
I was
look
running-
pretty bad.
I remember running, sort of, but I was running, everything had teeth, and I couldn't get away from the teeth, and then I saw my planet on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
and then this giant evil eye ship thing comes out of the air, and that's when I woke up. He was looking at me.
Like, at you?
Yeah.
Just in your direct... Wow.
Yeah, it was awful. Can I have some chocolate?
Yeah. There's always a little bit in the drawers.
So I pretty much explained to you while you're stuffing your face that you practically took one of the galaxy's worst spice out from the black market.
Glitterstim, man. How did you get your hands on Glitterstim?
It fell out of this guy's pocket we followed.
And then you immediately ingested it?
It looked like the other gem. I thought maybe it was like valuable, and
Okay,
that I could hold on to it.
You do know that it is in general a bad idea to swallow gems, right?
I mean, I think that depends on your culture, okay? You don't have to put your values on me, all right?
I value you living, which is why...
Well, maybe that's how we do it on my home, all right?
Is that how they do it on your home? You just swallow crystals all the time?
Does it really matter?
Anyway.
Yes, because I want you to stop swallowing random crystals. The next one could actually kill you.
Look, I
Well,
think she may have learned her lesson
Yeah.
off of that two really bad experiences, because the last thing I heard her yelling and running away from were two hairy balls running after her with teeth.
Yeah, that
No
happened.
joke. I saw her, like, while I was struggling with a guy that we have in holding, she was doing the can while I was trying to restrain him.
Yeah, no, I was
What?
talking to them. They were balls. We were dancing. Everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, they grow teeth. Stop chasing after me. It's awful.
Most of my nightmares involving testicles are a little different.
I don't want to know.
I do want to know, sort of. Maybe later, though.
Yeah.
I've had enough
You guys
nightmares
can-
for today.
Okay, well, I think you need to get some sleep. Some, like, actual...
Can I get some snacks first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get her that Vaderade?
Yeah, I said I went to go get it.
So I'm drinking it. Vaderade, not haterade.
Well, you know, the haters are just gonna hate.
Yeah. And I'm just going to shake. Oh, that hurts my head. Yeah, maybe I should take a nap.
I definitely think you need a lot of rest.
John, what time is it right now? Is it nighttime?
By now, it's probably about 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, you take a nice nap and we'll figure out our next steps.
Okay.
I have a question for you, Ping Pong. Before we do continue our next steps, do you wish to go after this laughing lady still? Because I know you were very interested in going after her, just as Liliana was.
Yeah, I want to go.
Now, would you also like to know who was involved with this transaction that ended up putting you into this state?
Yeah,
Or would you rather just forego that?
it'd be nice to know.
Okay. I don't know, Sizzix. What do you want to do? Do you want to know who ended up doing this to her? Not really directly. It was all indirect, but...
I mean, yeah, I want to know whatever I can.
Did these crystals come in something? Like, I usually see in holodramas packages that contain the spice has like an insignia on it from the people
The
who...
container, I have it on me.
Ooh.
I show it to you.
Okay, let me see how good your luck is for how clumsy the potential dealer is. Okay, the potential dealer has a 4. So, yes, you see an odd insignia that looks like a pair of rings. One of them is broken, the other one is complete.
Ooh.
Roll for, I suppose, history, whoever has good history or lore.
That'd be one of you guys, because that's not me.
Well, I don't think it would make sense if I did, but my intellect's decent.
I got 18.
I rolled a natural 20, guys.
No!
I rolled 5.
Okay. Maklaw, you know of a corporation that used to be pretty big back before the Clone Wars that was called Offworld Corporation. Yes, not very imaginative. But last you heard, their leader got tracked down by a couple of Jedi Knights and, refusing to surrender, jumped into a vat of acid.
Damn.
All of his assets were seized by the Republic and sold to various side dignitaries and such. And last you heard, this organization didn't exist anymore.
Can I tell Liziana about this information as far as what you just told me? Can I, forward it over to her?
And she remembers hearing it vaguely, but didn't
Uh-huh.
hear the part about the Jedi Knights.
So, yeah. I know that we are not going to find anything on, on the restricted part,
Yeah.
that what we cannot talk about. But do you think we can get more information on the computers and maybe what you guys may have on file, depending on such syndicates? Since this place is known to be very strict on spice,
Yeah.
that there may be maybe some form of corruption, that there may be a way to, like, there's a drug smuggling operation going on here in Planet.
My dad doesn't really protect his computer. I could try his. So I sneak into my dad's office. Would this be computers?
I wouldn't know of any of the Jedi's names, would I, from this tale?
Probably not specifically, but with a natural 20, they still wouldn't really publish it.
But I would know of their involvement, though.
Yes, you would know of their involvement.
But it's not openly out there.
Yeah, this was before the Clone Wars when they started advertising which Jedi did what so that they could publicize it and say, oh, this hero did this. It was a couple Jedi did this, like a couple cops took down a drug dealer.
Got it.
I got a 19 on computers.
Okay.
So what did
I
I
go over-
find?
I talk to him about this, and I tell him, do you know of any Jedis that were probably involved with the Syndicate? As far as, like, taking down the Syndicate?
You go back to Shogo?
No, I go to Syzyx.
Syzyx.
And I ask him if he may know any information of any Jedi involvement with this Syndicate going down.
Okay, Syzyx, go ahead and roll.
Is it a history check?
Yep.
Yeah, intellect.
Intellect, okay. 5 total.
With an advantage.
So, okay, good. Because, gosh. 6 total.
What? 6?
Nope.
Improvement. Improvement.
I got a 19 on hacking into my dad's computer.
All right, well, I try to get some information on the Jedi side, but no, it's okay.
Yeah, I try to tell him everything I do know about the Jedi, but unfortunately, it seems like... I mean, I probably
well, you
wouldn't
were
have
a
had...
kid, right?
What?
You were a kid when your friend got killed, right?
Yeah, I don't talk to him about that part, but I just tell him everything, like, I learned from my mentor.
I don't want to know about your uncle.
It's not quite right, but okay. But, like, I probably wouldn't know too much about that stuff anyway, right? The less than publicized aspects of that stuff.
Well,
who knows?
he
Because
would
you're
have
so
told
much
you,
into
but apparently you didn't pay attention enough. So, yeah.
Or I'm having trouble remembering because I'm worried about ping pong or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll go with that. Fucking dice, man.
Liliana, you have discovered that your dad has been lecturing on various crime families and running a search for Off-World Corporation. You find that that is one of his most recent lectures, how certain crime organizations, despite being defeated and decentralized, random other people took advantage of the chaos of the Clone Wars in order to consolidate, grab a bunch of power, and claim that they were the original and continue on. One such organization is suspected to be operating in the sector, though it has been incredibly difficult to find due to how segmented their cells are. How each person knows absolutely nothing about anyone else.
So they're so secretive that they don't know who else is in their gang. Dang. So we probably wouldn't be able to get much of a lead from this guy that you imprisoned, asking him where he got his stuff from. Would the Laughing Lady be after someone like this?
Most likely.
Most likely? Ooh! What if we set up the man to be caught by the Laughing Lady and we meet her there to capture him altogether? Anyone?
I want to make sure that we're able to get enough information to either go up the food chain, or if your dad has information in his computer, to be able to go directly at the top. See who are the people who would still be in power. Because if we can start investigating them, then we might get to the source of all this. And then we may end up encountering the Laughing Lady along the way.
Sounds smart to me.
Are you going to check in on the...
Is he still knocked out?
No, he's up. You walk in, and
okay.
Shogo is holding his pinky. And he's saying, I swear I don't know anything.
Zizix like stops in the doorway and just slowly backs out.
And I slowly close the door.
I wasn't even following.
So
Shogo comes out and looks at all of you. I was holding back in case you guys decided you didn't agree with my methods.
which are to interrogate, right?
Torture.
My question is, how is he still alive after taking 3 out of the 4 that were inside that little vial? If our friend here was about to go through a catatonic coma, this guy is just fine after getting his face busted in and then knocked unconscious twice.
I believe that he's undergone chronic use of this substance and therefore has
built up a tolerance for it.
But on the other hand, that means that if he doesn't get any more of the substance within 24 hours, he will die.
A slow, painful death, am I right?
Yes.
And he doesn't know anything, right?
Well, I haven't started the actual interrogation or the actual torture. I've only started the interrogation, the fear. But I wanted to wait until...
Keep going on your interrogation until you feel that he is telling you the truth.
Shogo looks over at Liliana.
I'm not there.
Okay.
This individual, actually, do I want to go that far? Do I want to show restraint? What's the next step after fear?
I break one of his fingers and then let him stay for a while thinking about it.
Start with his pinky.
That's the plan.
After that, ring finger, middle finger.
Yes, that is standard procedure for inquisitorial interrogation.
If he doesn't change by the middle finger, we'll have to release him and have him fend for himself because he's going to die in 24 hours. So, what do you guys want to do? We can kill him, give him a quick death, or we can let the clock run out and then have him die on his own in a painful way.
And the only one with you right now is Zizix, so...
I've got bored. I'm back. So what are we doing?
Jesus. Say this again. So...
We were talking about maybe breaking this guy's pinky to see if he tells us anything. Or do you have moral qualms about that? Or
No.
Didn't you decide he probably doesn't know very much?
Well,
What?
we're going to find out who his dealer is and where his contact
At least
is.
who
Once we find out his contact, we'll work our way up.
Oh, I'm not thrilled about it, but sure.
Do you have any ideas?
I mean, if he goes out into the Carridan system, he's going to die anyway.
Didn't you say one of the features of Glitter Spice is that you can see the future? I was going to say maybe when Ping Pong wakes up, we could just get all the info from her, but...
she hasn't woken up yet?
She woke up.
She woke up, but she's taking a nap because, of everything.
Well, I could wake up again.
Sure. You stumble into the hallway.
Oh,
there she
God.
is.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how you feeling?
Oh, awful.
Oh,
Can I have some more Vaderade?
sure, I'll get it.
What are we talking about? Anyway.
You're probably in favor of breaking this guy's pinky so that he'll tell us who gave him the drugs, right?
Maybe. Can I just ask him?
I am testing the party's moral compass.
Listen, I don't want to hurt anyone myself.
Oh, you won't hurt him.
It's going to be Shogo.
This guy really messed you up. That doesn't give you a little want for revenge?
You're right, he did really hurt. I've never been hurt so badly in my life.
He made things with
think that's
teeth
almost
chase
what
you.
you
He
would.
made you dance with testicles.
I made myself do that. I grabbed it and put it in my mouth. Anyway, do I want to torture someone?
What?
Like, you've never heard that before.
Anyway.
So what do we know about this drug anyway?
Well, it's the worst one in the universe, apparently.
I made it through. It's awful.
Well, do you know anything, like, they say it can make you see into the future. So did you see anything that might be useful for us?
I don't know if it's useful for you, but I saw my planet on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Planet was on fire?
Yeah, my home was on fire, and there was a big ship in the sky that was round.
Oh yeah,
It looked like an eyeball.
and Ping Pong, your people's name for your planet is Tana.
Tana.
Mhm.
Yeah, Tana was on fire.
Mm.
Ooh, maybe we should do
That's
something
the
about
future.
that at some
Yeah.
point.
I'm like, yeah,
I hope that's not too soon in the future that we can't get there in time.
I just thought it was a nightmare. I didn't know it was. Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Is Shogo still inside, or is he outside with us?
He's outside.
We're debating as far as what to do with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him if he knows who this contact is or how he contacts the dealer. At least start with that. If he's willing to work with us on that, you may not have to resort to torture.
Well, all right. So should Ping Pong be the one who asks, or should I?
If you want to pretend like you want to take it again.
You know what? You guys just deal with it. I don't want to have any part in it, but you do what you have to do.
I
Go
would
for it.
prefer you doing it, Shogo, due to the fact that you're about the same height. You look like the people with the helmet on, as far as the authority in the
Okay,
area.
but he's blindfolded, so it doesn't really.
It doesn't really matter, yeah.
Okay, so Shogo goes back in. You hear whimpering. The door closes. And Carrida continue to...
This goes after Ping Pong, just to try to comfort her.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sitting here.
Okay.
Oh,
She just had a bad night. Well,
the
afternoon,
future.
morning.
I mean,
Future.
yeah. Just, are we sure that they saw the future, or that's just what they believe?
Maklaw, you know that most scientists have discounted the whole future-seeing theory, and
It's just a hallucination.
I would like to call that a hallucination.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Because if not, that would also mean that there are testicles with teeth in your future that you dance the can with.
Oh no, that was the present. The dancing was fine. We could have just stayed dancing. I wouldn't have minded that. That was kind of fun.
All right. So, has he said anything to Shogo? Or actually, I'm going to walk in on the torture or the interrogation.
Okay, the door opens, and suddenly a huge scream permeates the entire estate.
Okay.
And
I
you
think
walk
we're
in
progress.
do you walk in and close the door?
Yep.
He's blubbering and crying. I'll talk. I don't know anything. I just, I go in there.
You go in where? You just go in there and you automatically pick up a stash there?
No. I leave money too. I leave money. I take the stash and then I go. And if I didn't have enough, they would come and they find me and they kill me. And
Do they pick it up right away?
I don't know. They just tell me to leave right after I pick it up. I just leave the money taped under the lid, just like where they left the drug.
Okay. So, how did you start in contact with these people? How'd you make first contact with them?
He starts to clam up. Shogo grabs his
Do it,
ring
or I'll
finger.
have him break another finger.
There were free samples at school. Someone was giving them out, and I just wanted them, and then I wanted again and again and again, and I had to look for them. I had to search the HoloNet and find it. Eventually, someone actually messaged me back. I managed to find it that way.
Oh my god, I want to hunt this bastard.
Yeah, right? Evil corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Evil corporation.
So, Sizix, I think the bounty on my head is going to go a lot higher than yours.
Probably.
Because I'm going to get the financial corporations involved now.
Well, if you take down the financial corporations, then who's going to arrest me for tax evasion? That's the real question.
That I can't take down alone. That's just not realistic.
Oh, come on. Now you're just thinking too small.
No, now you're talking to your own benefit.
It can be two things. So we're hunting someone? Is that the plan?
We haven't found out who it is yet.
Yeah, well, I need to find out who the dealer is. Right now, he's told me how these guys make contact. So I need to talk to Liliana about schools and stuff. Because there may be a threat. I may need to speak with her father soon, too.
Is it worth trying to reenact his drop-off and seeing what we can learn that way? Like, going where he would usually be and seeing what happens?
Probably
Does he
what
always-
we would do best is probably position ourselves across the street so we're not trying to be so obvious. And try to focus on the kids that are walking out that look very edgy, like they're fiending. So based off of what this individual is telling us, this is how we'll have to start our investigation.
Zizix, are you
Maybe
here?
we'll find assistance along the way. Don't know.
Did you walk into the torture room?
Yes. He does his best to keep his eye off whatever's going on and just focus on his friends.
Oh, so then I am whispering it to you, like with our backs turned to him so you don't have to see.
Sure.
I'm at least polite enough to not have you look at that. So
Alright.
go tell Liliana that we may need to find out where the schools are, or actually pull up some maps on where schools may be, and then we'll have to position ourselves to be able to observe what's going on.
I may have something that could help us stake it out.
Oh.
Zizix, could you go to my room and get my bag?
Sure.
Okay. You go off and do
Shuffles
that.
off and does that.
Shogo says to Maklaw, I think I may have an idea, but it kind of sickens me because it's really, really kind.
You know what? Sometimes you attract flies with honey.
He said that he was a student when he started. Do you think maybe he might be a local boy and his parents might still be on the planet and worried about him? I mean, there may be a way of getting rid of him without killing him or keeping him captive here. Maybe if we just drop him off at his parents, they'll lock him into rehab and the organization won't know that he's there.
That sounds pretty good as far as getting rid of him. So yes, I like this. How many fingers did you break?
Just one.
Reset it.
Okay.
And we're gonna send him back. Actually, start interrogating where he lives. So if he doesn't tell you where his parents live, he's gonna break the ring finger.
He hears you and immediately says exactly where his parents live, the address.
Good boy, you get to live for another day. So we go do that.
As you're leaving, you hear, okay, on the count of 3. 3. And Shogo leaves after you.
You didn't even count to 3!
Was that you
That's
resetting
totally
his feet?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a
Still
good thing,
hurt,
guys.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's painful, but at least it's gonna be set.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it still makes me shiver.
Mhm.
A
It
little.
should, it should, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Shogo looks down at Ping Pong. How are you feeling?
Not great, but alive. Sort of feel like I got punched all over my body, and then was playing a bad game of drop the sack, and I got rolled around in hot shit. That's kind of what it feels like, but not like in the good way.
There's a good way.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes you're like, I'm the man, I'm hot shit. But then
Right.
sometimes you're like, man, I feel like hot shit.
It's like that. Or like when you're playing drop the sack, and it's just a real good battle.
What
It's
is
like
drop
that.
the sack?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that
It's
either.
the best game ever.
How do you play it? Maybe
So
we
you
can
get
play it
bags
sometime.
of shit,
What?
and then you throw it at each other. It's the most fun you can have, guys.
Literal shit?
Yeah.
What? It just keeps saying what for at least 10 minutes.
Well, maybe it's lost in translation. I'll show you, and you'll get it.
Oh, God.
No,
I do not want to play this game.
I simply do not want you to
You
show
don't
me.
want to walk out in the rain?
A little painful on this planet.
So we're chasing. We're going to this house, right?
To the house.
To the house.
To the house.
Well, the house is just a drop-off.
To the drop off.
To the drop off. To the drop box.
I don't think we all need to go for that.
No? Alright.
Who's going then?
Actually, can I ask you guys to do something while we're gone?
Sure.
Can you
Depends
guys-
on what it is.
It's really simple. I need you guys to find good points where we can position ourselves but not be too far apart from each other around the school. So we can start looking for kids who look jittery.
Okay.
And then, Liliana, if you can maybe get some comms that we could use so we can communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And start moving into each other's positions.
Oh, and Zizix, did you get my bag?
Oh, yes, I hand it over.
He reaches in, pulls out a head.
Oh, you had me carry that. Why?
It's a droid head. It is
What
a
is
droid
that?
head, and he presses a
Oh.
button.
Oh,
Hello, I am 21B. How may I assist you?
Oh, it's our little medical friend.
You had a quirky sidekick this whole time?
hello.
Just
He got his head ripped off by a zombie.
Ah, I see.
I saved it just in case we were able to fix him someday.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
thoughtful
like
of
that.
you.
sentimental value.
Sentimental value.
Could break us out of something.
He killed a couple zombies with us before he lost his body. I merely
Look for
aimed the
droid
head.
shops.
Well,
Liliana,
I
is
was
there any
thinking-
possible way that you know where maybe some possible droid shops are along the route we're about to go take?
I was thinking he might be more inconspicuous as just a head. We might be able to conceal him somewhere.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Have him essentially stake out one region and report to us.
Excellent. We'd have to find a place where... Actually, I asked our little friend, who is currently detained by us, do you live by a school?
He nods.
How close?
3 blocks away.
Can you see your school from where you live?
He nods.
All right, we can position your little head friend there.
All right. I guess Shogo and Maklaw carry the tweaker and 21B with them back to the guy's house. And Shogo writes a quick note, pats it on the tweaker's chest. You drop him off on the doorstep. Shogo looks at you. Get ready to run. He knocks. You set the guy down, and do you run?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you run. Shogo, let's see, does a force leap up onto the roof as you're running away. And
Okay.
he keeps an eye on what's going on.
Mhm.
And you hear the door open, but you can't see it because you're too far away.
Okay.
And a couple minutes later, Shogo regroups with you, no longer carrying 21B.
Uh-huh.
He says that he placed the head on the roof, so it's facing the school. And
Excellent.
the mother opened the door and was crying and very happy to see him, and read the note and seemed to understand.
Interesting. Very good.
I said that it was the laughing lady who returned him.
Okay, good. Tension off us.
We head back to the Emerald Estate. I love saying that, Emerald Estate. Shogo has set up a little comm thing with 21B, so he can contact if he sees anything suspicious.
Excellent.
Okay, Liliana's parents come home.
Hello, Mommy. Hello, Daddy.
I take it you kept yourselves occupied?
Yeah, we were just at the pool pretty much the whole day. Got a nice tan going.
Me too, Zizek says, showing off his completely fur-covered body.
No, you have
Your arms are shaved.
your arms are shaved because of your
Scars.
Oh, that's right. I forget my lightning scars. So yeah, I got a little bit of a tan going. I feel like I look pretty good.
Yeah, you do.
So,
I feel like shit, but, you know.
But you look great.
Don't turn the light.
well, that's... And the father says, well, that's to be expected when you tried to take Wookiee Gutbuster.
Yeah, that's what did it. You're right.
True. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
I suggest we take it easy tonight.
I think that's the plan.
Maybe watch a holodrama. Liliana, did you have anything in mind we could watch?
You know what is my favorite one? And I know you don't like to watch it, but it's like a specialty of our homeworld is the Laughing Lady.
Your mother's eye twitches.
Laughing lady.
Laughing Lady!
Laughing lady.
Lady, laughing lady.
Yeah, I've basically just been showing them the cartoons and stuff all day.
I think it would make me feel better.
And me too.
Very well, but nothing after season 3. That one gets a little weird.
Fine. You didn't like that lesbian.
It's not the fact that she was a lesbian, it's the fact that she completely lost all of the lessons that she learned in the first couple seasons.
Yeah, sometimes shows do that. Follow
Characters
dramas.
regress and backtrack with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, and you just pretend like episodes didn't even happen.
Yep.
You ever heard of a holodrama called Show Choir?
Oh,
Bad
no.
characterization. Don't get me started.
I would actually more liken it to the holodrama Doctor Who.
Doctor Who? John
Not my
just took a
dentist.
heavy swig of beer.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll retire early for the evening.
Good
Good
night,
night, Mrs. Emerald,
Emerald.
ma'am.
Sleep
Okay.
well.
Your father grabs a couple beers, keeps them away from Ping Pong,
I
hands
don't want
them,
one anyway.
I think she's sick enough.
hands them to Maklaw, is about to hand one to Liliana.
Aww.
Don't tell your mother.
Ah, yes!
Offers one to Shogo.
Is Liana not of drinking age on this planet?
No.
Oh, fair enough.
Offers one to Shogo. I'm a little young, sir.
He's younger than me.
Drink up. Don't
I have no dog in this fight.
I have no dog at all.
reject the man's generous gesture.
He accepts it, presses a quick button, and his mask opens up so he can drink.
Fancy.
Is it his whole mask or just his mouth?
I'm not sure. You've seen Rebels.
Yeah.
Right around the weird frown line
Okay.
of the cadet mask, it opens up. So I guess it could open just the mouth.
Okay.
So, another night is had. Drinking, belching. That was your father.
Oh, that's where she gets it from.
I haven't farted. What are you talking about?
Actually, it's Ping Pong, the gassy one.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And you watch a very involved special movie of the Laughing Lady involving travel to another dimension of demons and ghosts that seem to despise any from the living realm, and somehow the Laughing Lady manages to make friends with everyone there.
She's the friendliest person in the entire world.
You know, some planets teach that this is what the afterlife is like if you're naughty.
So, you have another night.
Wait, aren't we going to stake out the school?
Oh, it's already evening though, right?
Well,
Alright, I guess
you
we'll-
want to stake out the school at night? You could stake out somewhere else at night if you wanted.
Speaking from experience, there's no creepier place than a school at nighttime.
What are you doing at a school at nighttime?
None of your business!
Now it's making me suspicious of your actions.
I need an adult.
Is that where you first smoked some spice? Zix?
Behind the school bleachers at 11 p.m. at night, yes.
Okay, you see that you shouldn't be ashamed of. It sounds like a lot of us here have done that at that point of our youth.
I haven't.
Mind, I am a lot older than you.
A lot of us here, Maklaw, Zizek says, eyeing him pointedly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Ping Pong, I'm not sure I mentioned this. You do have a spice on your planet called Shadow Paw, which is essentially just tobacco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I smoked some Shadow Paw.
Ping Pong knows that one real well.
Yeah, real well. I don't think I'm ever going to smoke again. At least not for a couple of days.
I seem to recall a martial arts move named Shadow Paw where you punch someone in the nuts.
Is that anything like Monkey's Paw where you grab someone's nuts?
Jeez, I'm learning something new about nuts every day.
Yes. There's a lot of nuts.
A lot of fighting has very homoerotic tendencies.
This is a very nutty
We know.
episode.
It is
So,
quite
are we
nice.
going to investigate anything at nighttime or just
Yeah.
going to sleep through it?
Well, if you guys want to, hang out casually, watch your guys' reels of the Laughing Lady, I want to actually start doing some, are there audio lectures of Liliana's father talking about syndicates and all that stuff?
Yes, there are.
His lectures?
Mm-hmm.
I want to listen as much as I can overnight.
Well, Liliana didn't hack or didn't slice that much. You'd have to ask the father specifically.
I do.
Yes, you wanted to talk to me, Mr. Maklaw.
Yes, in fact, I would like to talk to you about getting information, or at least knowing how does a crime syndicate operate in a planet such as yours. How would they be able to get away with it? How would they operate? What would be their venues that they would use to be able to get their product out? How do they operate as far as dropping the drugs and their clientele and all that? Who are the runners? Like, I want to know who are the known people who have operated such syndicates.
Well, he gets very excited about it, starts lecturing to you, and then realizes how late it's gotten. It's eventually 11 o'clock. And he goes to his computer, downloads a bunch of things, and says, I have several other lectures on the subject. I think you'd really like them.
Thank you.
And so he goes to bed, and now it's up to the rest of you.
You guys could drink all you want or eat all you want or karaoke all you want. I'm going to go listen to this man's lectures, and I'm doing homework.
Right. I watch holodrama. Curled up in a little ball with some Vaderade. I might have a bowl of something that has cheese in it.
I feel like sneaking around my house a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm curious.
Zizix is just gonna stay in his room, going over what few possessions he has, just taking stock of everything. I'll ask you some stuff later, John. Never mind.
Well, Shogo jumps onto the roof and is pacing back and forth, keeping an eye on everything.
Naturally.
And let us see. Through the night.
Can I sneak around?
The house itself?
Yeah,
or-
the house itself.
Sure. Go ahead.
I just want to see if they're hiding more from me than I think. Like if there's a secret rooms or somewhere. Something. Is that intellect?
Ooh, 19. I suppose cunning.
Cunning? That's a 23.
Okay. You're sneaking around the outside. You don't seem to find anything. And then you notice the light coming from your parents' bedroom seems to be kind of muted. You look, and you can't quite tell why, but then you realize there's no movement coming from there. You look in, both your parents are gone.
What?
Uh-oh.
Where'd they go? Have some type of secret life? They did seem to know more about the Jedi than I thought they would. Do we have a secret garage or something? How did they leave?
You hear a voice from above you. Excuse me, Liliana.
Whoa!
You see Shogo in his green cadet armor.
Oh, okay.
I just got a comm from 21B. He says that some people have been sneaking into the school.
Ooh.
Should we get the others?
Sure. I'll go back to the living room.
He jumps down, lands next to you, and walks with you.
I'm passed out on the couch.
Maybe someone should stay with her.
So the teeth, all teeth. Chasing. What?
Ping Pong! Oh, you're awake!
Hello? I was dreaming again.
His little droid thing said that the people sneaking into the school.
Oh no, I can't do any partying tonight. I've partied enough.
What happened?
I don't know if it's a party.
Oh, sorry. Usually if I'm sneaking somewhere, that's why.
What kind of social life do Ewoks lead? Very
I'll
varied
show
one,
ya.
it sounds like.
Drop the sack.
Are you in the living room, Zizix?
I had that he came in, like, waking up. Ping Pong waking up woke him up.
I see.
Well, Maklaw?
I'm in my room. I'm listening to the lectures.
Shogo goes and knocks on Maklaw's door.
Yes.
We got movement at the school.
Oh, excellent. I take off the earpods and I walk.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna be fucking Batman today.
Thanks for listening to Weekend Star Warriors. I am your host and game master, John Ike. Star Wars was created by George Lucas and is owned by Disney. This game follows the basic rules of the Edge of the Empire role-playing game, and rulebooks are available for sale wherever books are still sold. Liliana Emerald was played by Megan Cordero. You can follow her on Instagram at Meganda88. Zizix Math was played by Jeffrey Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram at Jeffa+. Ping Pong was played by Kat Johnston. You can follow her on Instagram at BirdieCat82. Maklaw was played by Edgar Cuevas. There is no need to follow him. He's already following you. Sound effects from soundboard.com. Music by Megan Cordero. Special thanks to Mike Christensen and Marisa Cuevas. Please like, subscribe, and review, and we will release the next episode in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening, and remember...
I don't think I'm ever going to smoke again. At least not for a couple of days.
So, to recap, everything is monochrome here, and it's 5 times heavier than usual.
Yes.
I can see why you left.
Liliana, how are you so chipper?
Well, you know.
Emerald Squad, reporting for duty, ma'am.
You have a squad of stormtroopers?
Mission completed. Commencing the dance of celebration.
I just saw professional soldiers go for the professional clowns.
Yeah.
You have gotten soft.
I don't
Well,
know.
the rest of us are pretty soft, so
It talks.
I'm a she.
In fact,
You can talk?
you could. Yes, I can.
I
He talks too.
They're my fuzzy friend.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. No, I'm not. That's not the truth. This thing, I need to stop talking. I'm gonna eat more food now.